Hare Krishna. Om Gyanati Mirandasya Ganankana Shlakya Chakshurumritamina Tasmai Shigurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobistam Stapitman Bhutale Svamrapakadamahyam Dadati Svapadantika Vandeham Shiguru Shutapada Kamalam Shiguru Vishnivam Shcha Shirupam Sagrajam Sagna Ragunathan Pitamtam Sad Jivam Sadvatam Savdutam Parijna Sakitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shirada Krishna Padan Sahaganolita Shivishakan Vitam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gauranke Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishapan Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye. So as you all know, I'm not qualified to speak on Vedic literature or biographies of Vaishnavas in the Rupanuga Bhakti line of disciplic succession, guru disciple, guru disciple. So if I try to say something, this is not a trial to instruct anybody. I don't try to instruct anybody. I'm just trying to understand these topics. And of course, one have to try to understand the Vedic literature under the guidance of teachers, under the guidance of Diksha Guru and Shiksha Gurus. All of you who are Vaishnavas in the line of Rupanuga Bhakti, disciplic succession, guru disciple, you are all my gurus. I pay obeisances to you, Dandavat Pranam, Vanchakalpatarupascha, Kripasantkupevacha, Patinam Pavanebhu Vishnavebhu Namo Namaha. Now I will again try to sing the Pranam mantra of His Divine Grace by Charnarvrinda, Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, then of his Diksha Guru, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakura Prabhupada, then the Panchatattva mantra, which glorifies Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his eternal associates Gaura Lila, then some Maha mantra, then maybe Jaya Radha Madhava, a song of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakura, and then I will try again to sing the Manaha-Siksa of Srila Ragunatha Dasa Goswami. Instructions to the mind. You all know it, but it's just so beautiful that I would like to repeat it again. Okay. Namah Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasad Bhutale Srimad Bhaktivedanta Swami Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavati Paskatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadara Srivasati Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Jaya Raya Madhava, Jaya Kunja Vihara, Jaya Gopi Jaya, Jaya Giri Vardhara, Jaya Yashodananda, Jaya Braja Janarandana, Jaya Yamunatira, Vana Chari, Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Vihari, Jaya Gopi Janava, Jaya Giri Vardhara, Jaya Yashodananda, Jaya Braja Janarajana, Jaya Yamunatira, Vana Chari, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So, I will now try to sing the Manaha-Siksa of Srila Ragunatha Goswami, and I will read the translation of every verse. So, let's begin with verse 1. Duragaste hostelisi sujane busuraga Samatre Srinani Vrachana Ivadanda Sarane Sadadava Hitvakurara Timapura Hatitara Ayasva Bharatas Chantobe Abhiya Chedritapada Abhiya Chedritapada. Translation. Oh, my dear brother, my mind taking hold of your feet, I humbly pray to you with sweet words. Please give up all pride and quickly develop deep, loving attachment for the spiritual master, Shri Vrajadama, the residence of Raj, the Vaishnavas, the Brahmanas, your Diksha mantras, the holy names of the Supreme Lord, and the shelter of Shri Shri Radha Krishna, the eternally youthful divine couple of Raj. Now, verse 2. Dharmam na dharmam shrutigana niruktam keva kuru vrajrata Krishna pracha paricharya me atana sachi Nandishvara Patisutata Guruvara Mukunda Prishta Tvisma Purajashramamamana. Translation. Oh, my dear mind, please do not perform either the routine religious activities resulting in piety, dharma, or the irreligious activities resulting in sin, adharma, as mentioned in the Shrutis or Vedas. Rather, you should render profuse loving service to Sri Sri Radha Krishna Yugala here in Vraj. For the Shrutis have ascertained them to be the highest principle of supreme worship and the supreme absolute truth. Always meditate on Sachinandana Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is richly endowed with the complexion and sentiments of Srimati Radhika, as non-different from Sri Nandanandana, and always remember the spiritual master as most dear to Sri Mukunda. Verse 3. Yadicera samvraja bhuvisaragam pratijana yovardvanta chitparicharatu aratavilase svaro shiro Saganami Atasagra Jama Pisputa Prenanita Smaranama Tadatam Srinamaha. Translation. My dear mind, please hear me. If you are eager to gain residence in Vraj on the platform of Ragatmika Bhakti, and if you desire to obtain the direct service of the eternally youthful divine couple, Shri Shri Radha Krishna, then birth after birth, always distinctly remember and bow down with great love to Shri Swarupa Damodara Goswami, Sri Rupa Goswami and his elder brother Sri Sanatana Goswami, and all other associates of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu who are the recipients of his mercy. Verse 4. Asatvarta Vishyavrashata Mati Sarvasvaharini Kaktamurti Vigrajyana Srinukila Sarvatmagilani Havi Ityatvalashmi Padu Rati Vityavima Navini Vrajirada Krishna Swarati Manidadam Bhajamana. Translation. Oh, my dear brother mind, please abandon altogether the contemptible mundane talk which plunders the entire treasure of pure wisdom. You must unequivocally give up hearing all talk of impersonal liberation, which devours your very soul. Furthermore, please abandon even the attachment to Lakshmipati Srinarayana, which leads to Vaikuntha. You should live in Vraj and worship Sri Sri Radha Krishna, who bestow upon devotees the precious jewel of love for them. Verse 5. Asatchita Pratavika Shalipiha, Prakmamkamadi Prakata, Tapativiatikarihi, Kalepatwahaniham, Tibakabitvarn Pagane, Gurutam Putkaranavati, Satat Manaita. Asatchita Prada, Vikatapshlipiha, Prakamamkamadi Prakata, Tapativiatikarihi, Kalepatwahaniham, Tibakabitvarn Pagane, Gurutam Putkaranavati, Satat Manaita. Asachista Kashta Prada Vikata Pashira Viha Prakavam Kamadi Prakata Patapativyata Karavi Kalevat Anyamitu Bakavidvartva Pagani Kurutva Putkarevavatu Sayatatva Manahita. Translation. Okay. There are a band of dacoits who assail one suddenly on the open road of material life. They have bound my neck. Listen closely, with the torturous, dreadful ropes of wicked deeds, and are thus killing me. O mind, speaking in this way, you must grievously cry out to the powerful and merciful devotees who are the protectors of the path of devotion leading to Sri Krishna, the killer of Bakasura. Hearing your piteous cry, they will surely protect you from such a condition. So we know how's it in the material life, how's it in the life. Always there are some aggression. Aggression, it can appear also in us. It can appear in our thoughts. From where these thoughts has come, this is another question. But we hear them as our thoughts. Maybe they're from somewhere else, but still they appear as our thoughts at that moment. So we see. So in this way, the aggression can also be felt like if it comes from us. Yes, and also it can come from outside. Some situations, some persons, some things just happen. Some aggression just happens. It's like this in the material life. You all know this. We all know this. So the only way to get out of this situation, to get out of those situations, it is to say, like Srila Ragunatha Goswami says, "O mind, you should loudly cry out to the Vaishnavas, the protectors of the path of Sri Krishna, the killer of the demon Baka, the killer of Bakasura." Yes, so these devotees will protect you from those aggressors. So, verse 6. Arecheta prodhyata pada koti nati kaira ksharan modasa tvarasa kartamatvanama bhima satatvaka daragirira pada prema vivasa Suda Buddha Snata Swamapi Nitaramam Sasukaya. Translation. O wicked mind, although you adopt the path of sadhana, you imagine yourself purified by bathing in the trickling urine of the great donkey of full-blown deceit and hypocrisy. By doing so, you are simultaneously burning yourself and scorching me, a tiny jiva. Stop this. Delight yourself and me by eternally bathing in the nectarian ocean of pure love for the lotus feet of Sri Radha Krishna Yugala, of Srimati Radhika and Sri Krishna. Bathing in the nectarian ocean of pure love for the lotus feet of the divine couple Srimati Radhika and Sri Krishna. So we see how it can be that we are already on the path of sadhana, but still we are not purified, and we think ourselves more important than others. For example, somebody is living in a temple and they are trying to do some sadhana, they're trying to be devotees. They are devotees, of course, surely, but still there is some um, mm, deceit and hypocrisy. One thinks himself more important than others. One thinks himself or herself as better devotee than the other devotees. This has nothing to do, of course, with the pure devotional service. But of course, we have to be merciful to those persons because we are ourselves a little bit. Well, we are all, everybody of us who are trying to do devotional service, who are trying to go on the path of spiritual life, who are trying to do devotional service, who are trying to mm, stay on the path of bhakti. We all are doing mistakes, of course. We all know that. Exactly that's why nobody has the right to think that they're better devotees than others. And nobody will try to not have respect from devotees, from other devotees. One have to have respect from every devotee. And not only from every devotee. We all know what is said in the third verse of Sri Sri Shikshastakam of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We all know Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu have spoken Sri Shikshastaka in the 16th century. And we all know what is said in the third verse of Sri Shikshastaka. Tanat pisnu ichana, terora pishisnuna, aman namanadna kirtanya sadahari. Tanat pisnu ichana, terora pishisnuna, amani namanadna kirtanya sadahari. One should think themselves more lower than the straw in the street, more lower than the grass. One should be more humble than a tree. One should not one should not expect respect from others, but respect and worship from others. One should not expect respect and worship from others, but one should be ready to give any respect and worship to everybody else according to their respective position, according to the translation of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakura, and according to the translation of Srila Gaura Govinda Maharaj. One should be ready to give all respect and worship. One should be ready to give all respect to every other living entity because Krishna lives in the heart of everyone. And at the end, Kirtanya Sadahari, one should chant the holy names of the Lord continuously in that humble state of mind, in that humble mood. One should chant the holy names of the Lord continuously. So we see what is said in the third verse of Sri Shikshastakam, which Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu have spoken in the 16th century. How then one will live in a temple or will think themselves to be devotee? How then one will think themselves, one will think, how then one will think I am a devotee of the Lord Krishna, but one will not follow Sri Shikshastaka. This doesn't go, this doesn't work. So one have to really think about that, how one thinks, how one behaves, and behave and think according to the Sri Shikshastakam of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and also for example, the Manaha-Siksa, Srila Ragunatha Goswami, and especially this verse 6, where it is said about this deceit and hypocrisy, where the mind is just bathing himself and the jiva also with the urine of a donkey, because the person thinks that they because the person thinks, oh, I'm more important devotee than the other devotees, I know more, I am more educated than the other devotee, I know more about bhakti than the other devotee. This is already bathing in the urine of a donkey, as it is said in verse 6 of of Manaha-Siksa, Instructions to the Mind of Srila Ragunatha Goswami. Of Srila Ragunatha Goswami. So we have to be really careful with these things. Yes. Okay, let's see verse 7. Pratishta svapacha Ramani Hridina Kantam sadhu prema sprisadu Suchiretananda manava Sada tvam siva svaprabhu Daikya samantamamattuvam Yatata nishkasya tvaritam Ihatam vishyati sava Pratishta sadishta Sorry. Pratishta sadishta svapacha Ramani mehridundatetka Hatam sadhu prema Sprisati suchireda Nandumana hasadetva sevasva Prabhudahita savamata Ahatu yatata Nishkashya tvarita Ihatam veshati sa Ihatam vishyati sa Translation of verse 7 of Manaha-Siksa Srila Ragunatha Goswami. Translation. Why is it that desire still lingers in the heart despite one's having given up all material sense enjoyment? This verse has been composed in order to answer this question. O mind, how can pure divine love appear in my heart as long as the shameless outcast person of the desire for prestige is audaciously dancing there? Therefore, always remember and serve the immeasurably powerful commanders of the army of Sri Krishna, the beloved devotees of the Lord. They will at once banish this outcast person and initiate the flow of immaculate Vraja Prema in your heart. So, one must be really careful. We think we are on the path of sadhana, and we are, but still there are many impurities there. Yes, okay. Verse 8. Yatyadastadvamedayate Shashyapi kripaya Yatamaya Premamrita Opidatatiadvalamasa Yatash Gandhara Vajana Vidaya Prerati Manda Guspikaka Viridara Tata Gosva Kakvagiridara Ihatvamba Jamana Tata Gosva Kakvagiridara Ihatvamba Jamana. Verse 8. Translation. By the association of advanced devotees, Hladini Shakti, which dispels all corruption and brings about the highest perfection, is transmitted into the sadhaka's heart. But that type of association is not easily obtained. Therefore, O mind, with utter humility and grief-stricken words. Just worship Sri Giridhara Krishna in Vraj in such a way that he will become pleased with me. By his causeless mercy, he will remove my wickedness, bestow the nectar of his supreme radiant love, and confer upon me the inspiration to worship Srimati Radhika. So we see here Srila Ragunatha Goswami is explaining one have to have association with the advanced devotees. That means one have to find a teacher, one have to find teachers, Diksha Guru and Shiksha Gurus, who can help oneself on the path of bhakti, on the path of spiritual advancement in bhakti, in Rupanuga Bhakti. So let us see verse 9.
Mati sanat favrevaja vipinda chandra vraja Vaneshwarin thanava Tadata sakit vitulita Vishaka Shishala Vitarana Gurutvarya Sarogirida Talpreksha Lalitaratidvesmaramanaha.
Translation. This verse is instructing us to what the mutual relationship should be between Raganuga Bhajana and Madhurya Rasa. O mind, always remember Vrindavana Chandra Shri Krishna as the Lord of my Swamini Shri Radhika. As the Lord of my Swamini Shri Radhika's life, Vrindavaneshwari Srimati Radhika as my mistress, Sri Lalita as the peerless friend of my Swamini Shri Vishakya as the instructing spiritual master in the arrangements of service rendered unto the divine couple, and Shri Radha Kunda and Giriraja Govardhana as those who grant darshana of Shri Radha Krishna and bestow ecstatic love for their lotus feet. Verse 10.
Rati Gauri Lila Apita Pati Sandara Kirana Sachi Lakshmi Satya Parivati Sabhatra Vana Vashikara Iskara Mukhabhavina Vraja Sati Shipatihara Kyatahara Daitaradam Bhajamana Ratigo Lirapi Tapati Soundaya Kirana Sachilakshmi Satya Parivati Saubhaya Valandaya Vasika Chandra Mukhabhavinavraja Sati Shipati Harakyataha Daitara Vajamana.
Translation. Without taking shelter of the Lord's internal potency, Svarupa Shakti, one can never obtain the fullest aspect of the absolute truth, Sri Krishna, who is the possessor of that potency. Therefore, the following statement is expressed. O mind, give up attachment for all others and just worship the most beloved of Sri Krishna, Srimati Radhika, who inflames Rati, Gauri, and Lila by the effulgent rays of her beauty, who vanquishes Sri Sachi, Sri Lakshmi, and Sri Satyabhama by the profusion of her good fortune, who dissipates the pride of the chaste young girls of Raj, headed by Sri Chandravali, by her ability to bring Sri Krishna under her control. This Srimati Radhika is the most beloved of Sri Krishna. Verse 11.
Samashirupena smara vivasharadagiriva vrajashatatsevalavana vidyate tadgunayaja tatvidya dhyanashraya nati panchamritamidam
Translation. Now the method of performing very deep and confidential bhajana is being explained. Oh, my dear mind, in order to obtain the direct service of Sri Sri Radha Giridhari, who are always entranced by amorous desire, and the service of their eternal associates in Vraj, one should drink the Panchamrita of service to them in accordance with the method prescribed by Sri Rupa Goswami. This Panchamrita is ambrosial nectar comprised of the following 5 ingredients: worship of the divine couple, Archana, chanting the glories of their transcendental names, forms, qualities, and pastimes, Sankirtana, meditating upon them, Dhyana, hearing the glories of their names, forms, qualities, and pastimes, Shravana, and offering obeisances unto them. In addition, one should worship Sri Govardhana daily in accordance with the precepts of devotion. So, and verse 12, this is the last one, the last verse.
Manaha-Siksa Daikadashaka Varametanaduryaman Giragayati Uchahe Sabamirada Sarvatato Yasau Shri Rupama Ihavan Kulavana Janurada Krishna Tula Bhajanara Salabhati.
Translation. While instructing his own mind, Sri Ragunatha Dasa Goswami offers the following benediction in order to inspire other devotees to study and recite this composition known as Manaha-Siksa. Anyone who, adopting the line of Sri Rupa and his followers, takes up residence in Gokulavana and loudly sings these 11 excellent instructions to the mind in a melodious voice, with full understanding of their meaning, will certainly obtain the matchless gem of worshipping Sri Sri Radha Krishna. Jai, just very beautiful said from Srila Ragunatha Dasa Goswami. So now I will come to an end already.
Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Baladeva Subhadra, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra, Jaya Gauranita, Jaya Gauranita, Jaya Gauranita, Jaya Shri Shri Gaurita, Jaya Gauranita, Jaya Gauranita, Jaya Gauranita, Shri Shri Gauranita. Nrsimhadev, Jaya Nrsimhadev, Nrsimhadev, Jaya Nrsimhadev, Nrsimhadev, Jaya Nrsimhadev, Nrsimhadev, Jaya Nrsimhadev. Jaya Radha Gokula Mandarada Madhava Radha Gopinath Radheshya Radha Gokula Mandarada Madhava Radha Gopinath Radheshya Jai Gurudev, Jai Gurudev, Jai Gurudev, Jai Gurudev, Jai Gurudev, Jai Gurudev, Gurudev, Jai Gurudev. Jai Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada, Jai Srila 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 Prabhupada. Jai Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Thank you so much for your attention. Hare Krishna.